So what if my whole live video on surviving summer with essential oils was just me drinking water? That would be so weird. I wouldn't do that to you guys. So if you're watching this live and you have questions, just put them in the comments below. And if you're watching this afterwards, watching or listening to the recording, and you've got questions, drop them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them if you're on here live, first priority. And then if the recording you listen to and you've got some questions, I'll be checking out the comments for the next few days. So I've been wanting to hop on and share this little mini class for a while now. By for a while, I mean since May. And here I am now, right? So sometimes I procrastinate, but here we are. So surviving summer with essential oils is all about how you can use your essential oils to not only survive summer, beat the heat, but also to just kind of thrive throughout your summer. So the essential oils, all the plant medicine, I've really found that it's just another tool in my toolbox of ways to help me have a better life, right? So who doesn't want a better life? I know I do. So I'm going to start off just with a little bit about what essential oils are and the doTERRA company, why I've chosen to be a part of it, and then I'll dive into some more specifics on which oils to use and why for your summer. So what does the word doTERRA mean? The word doTERRA means gifts of the earth. And doTERRA is a health and wellness company specializing in the medicinal quality of essential oils. They were founded in 2008, so they're over 10 years old now. They are based in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I've been part of the company for over 2 years now. I love it very much, and I'm just really happy to be getting my own education about the oils and also to be sharing with other people how they can improve their lives. So their mission is to empower people with natural solutions that are safe and effective for the whole family. So what that means is, sometimes we have a quick run to the Rite Aid or the CVS or the drugstore, and we grab all the things that we need that we want to use to help ourselves and to help our families. But sometimes there are a lot of chemicals and synthetic ingredients in those products that we buy. And sometimes there's just a more natural solution that we can try first. So I'm not against modern medicine at all. I think when we need it, it is a beautiful blessing to have it here to help us get well again. But I think there's also some great natural solutions out there, and that's kind of what we're going to explore here today. So what are essential oils? They are the natural aromatic compounds found in the seeds, the stems, the bark, the roots, the flowers, and the leaves, if I didn't already say leaves, of the plants. So they've been used for over 5,000 years. Essential oils are nothing new. They've just become trendy in the last 10, 15 years. So we've been using plant medicine on this planet for about 5,000 years, which is about how far yoga dates back to. And you guys know I'm a yoga teacher. So apparently things that are 5,000 years old are making a comeback in my lifetime, in our lifetime. And I'm grateful for that. The oils are the plant's protection. So what that means is the oils are the plant's immune system. They're basically the strongest part of the plant that has allowed the plant to survive and to thrive in the climate that it's growing in. So why would you choose doTERRA? There are a million essential oil companies out there right now. doTERRA is actually the largest essential oil company in the whole world, so not just the country, but the world. And they have really high standards. So all of the oils are what we call CPTG, Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. And this means that they've been through a really intense testing process before they ever land on our doorsteps, before they ever land in our hands. They've been through 30 plus tests that doTERRA puts publicly on the internet so that anyone who wants to look up the testing has access to it on every single bottle of oil. Every single bottle has a little scan code, and you can scan it from your cell phone, and you can see literally every single test that your oil went through before it came to your home, to your family, to you. So the oils are from all over the world. doTERRA works with farmers, small farms, all over the world so that the plants can grow where they are indigenous to the land. So this means we get the plants that are the strongest because they're growing in the climate and the soil that they're meant to grow in. So they work with the small farmers. They take really good care of the land and the farms and the people that they work with. There is a lot of information you can find on the doTERRA website about the farms, the farmers, the communities, and how they're empowering people in other countries to grow the crops they need, to harvest the crops. They're teaching other people all around the world how to do this as a trade so that the people can survive where they're living and make a living in a really safe, really beautiful way. So I am also invested in that. Like, I don't want this beautiful essential oil coming to me because 10 other humans had to suffer for it to make its way to my doorstep. Like, I love knowing that the people that make these essential oils possible for us to have are getting treated really well all along the way. So anyway, how do you use essential oils? There are 3 different ways. You can smell them, you can touch them, and you can taste them. So smelling them, or it's also known as using them aromatically, this is the most basic way to dive into your essential oil journey. So I don't know if you can see it. You probably can. I can see it in my screen anyway. I've got a diffuser going in the background, so you can diffuse them into the air. That's one way to smell them. So the diffuser I have going, I put a little bit of spearmint. Oops, sorry, I got a call. Lisa, I'll call you back. Anyway, so you can diffuse them, and that is changing the vibe in the room. That's changing the scent of the room, and that is putting the essential oils into your environment and into your, onto your radar, basically. It's also a really, really easy way to incorporate essential oils into your life because you don't need to know which ones are safe to put on your skin, which ones are safe to take internally. All you need to know is you like the smell of an oil. You put a little bit of water and a few drops of the oil in your diffuser. You hit the on button and boom. You feel different. The room smells different. The energy of the space that you diffuse in really shifts quickly. So that's one of the easiest ways. Another way is simply to grab a bottle and to smell your oil right from the bottle. When you wave the bottle back and forth, you're going to get a more subtle smell. If you stick it right under your nose and just inhale deeply, you're going to get a stronger smell. So that's another really simple way to enjoy the oil by smelling it, or to enjoy the oil aromatically. Swiping away a voicemail there. Another way is to take a drop. So I'm going to grab some lemon here, which is cleansing and purifying. You can take a drop and place a drop into your palm. You can rub your palms together, cup them over your face, and breathe. So that's how you can enjoy your oils aromatically. So wearing diffuser jewelry is also a great way to enjoy them aromatically. So today I've got on my bracelet from my Aunt Sue. It's got some wood here. So every day, or at least every other day, I apply a few drops, maybe 1, 2, 3 at the most, drops of oil onto the wood. And your diffuser jewelry is going to absorb the essential oil, and then you basically become a human diffuser. So it's like putting perfume on and sharing that smell, not only with yourself throughout the day, but through sharing that smell with the people around you. So your diffuser jewelry might be a bracelet, it might be a necklace, they've got earrings, I've seen like hair, barrettes and things like that. They've got like all of it now. So your diffuser jewelry is going to be anything that is porous. So it's going to be made of either wood or lava, like dried lava beads, or leather. Not really into the leather idea, like all my vegan friends, right? Like leather, no good. Like if you've got it, you don't have to throw it away, but don't go buy more leather because an animal had to suffer for that, right? Which stinks. So anything that's porous can be used for your diffuser jewelry. So the next way we can use our oils is by touching them, or it's also known as topically. So certain oils can be applied to our skin, and we dilute them with a carrier oil as needed. So diluting is when you take your essential oil and you add it to a carrier oil. You might use unscented lotion, you might use coconut oil, almond oil, grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, avocado oil, olive oil, the list goes on and on and on. And the two reasons you would do that: we always dilute oils so they're safe to apply to sensitive skin. We always dilute oils when we are applying them to young children or babies. And then we always dilute an oil when we're trying to apply it to a larger area of the body. So for example, if I have a sore forearm and I want to use some essential oil to make my sore muscles in my forearm feel better, if I take a few drops, let's say I take 5 drops of my sore muscle rub and I apply it, just the essential oil, to my forearm, it's going to take a lot of my essential oil to cover my whole forearm because that's like a large area of my body. However, if I take the sore muscle blend, it's called Deep Blue, and I take 5 drops of that and I add it to a tablespoon of unscented lotion and I apply it to my forearm, I'm going to cover a much larger area more quickly, more effectively, using that blend of my essential oil with my diluted lotion or my diluted oil. So hopefully that makes sense. Yeah. And the third way we can use our oils is tasting them or taking them internally. So certain oils can be applied to underneath the tongue. Certain oils can be added to food or drink. So when we add the oil to our water, a little bit goes a long way. Think that 28 cups of peppermint tea is equivalent to 1 drop of peppermint oil. So if you're adding a drop of peppermint or a drop of spearmint to your water before you drink it, you only need 1 drop. It's not like more is better here. More is just going to taste bad and be too strong. So you're always going to add your essential oil to your drink when it's in a glass or metal container. You never want to add your essential oils to a plastic throwaway water bottle. And let's see, you can also use your oils in a capsule. doTERRA makes empty veggie capsules. It's basically like if you had a supplement and you opened that supplement into 2 parts and dumped out everything that was in there. It's the empty version of that, and we can often add certain oils to those capsules to allow us to create our own, little magical oil blend that we're going to take internally. So when you're taking an oil internally, you're always going to look for supplement facts on your bottle. If your bottle does not have supplement facts, it is not recommended that you take it internally. And I'm only speaking for the doTERRA essential oils. A lot of times when you buy a cheap oil, like from a drugstore or like a big chain kind of store that you go to, you'll see right on the side of the bottle, do not ingest or like call poison control or whatever it says. So that makes me wonder kind of what's in it, right? There's most likely some synthetic ingredients added to it if it's not safe for me to put on my skin or into my body. So doTERRA is always going to let you know, again, by putting supplement facts onto a bottle, if it's safe to take internally. And then if it just lists ingredients, that means that it's not recommended to take internally. So that's what I have to say about that. I'm just looking at my notes here. I don't want to miss anything. So now I'm going to dive into some specific things for the summertime and some specific oils. So a little bit of fun in the sun. We're going to start with peppermint essential oil. So peppermint can be used as a cooling spray. It's like air conditioning in a bottle. So you can take a glass or metal spray bottle, depending on the size. Let's say it's an 8-ounce bottle. I would start with 10 drops of peppermint oil, and then fill your spray bottle the rest of the way with distilled or filtered water. You want to make sure you're really using clean, pure water so that you're not using tap water or water from a hose that often has bacteria already in it. We don't want any of that. So if you do the peppermint spray, just distilled or filtered water plus your 10 drops of peppermint essential oil, you're going to shake it up. You can close your eyes, spray your whole body down. You're not only going to smell great, but it's going to cool you down. And my favorite trick in the summer is to put that peppermint spray in the fridge so it's already chilled before I spray it on myself. So this would be really great for after you're outside biking or walking or hiking or running. If you're outside like me, walking your pup and getting nice and sweaty these last few days, just taking a little walk around the block. The peppermint's going to cool your skin. It's going to make you smell great. It's also energizing. Peppermint is a really energizing oil. So if you're tired and feeling a little sluggish because you've been outside in the heat, this will be a great way to feel energized and have a nice little boost. Last thing I'll say about peppermint, it opens our airways. So sometimes when you're outside and it's really, really warm, it can feel like it's a little more challenging to breathe. So that peppermint oil is going to open your airways. So a lot of great benefits for peppermint. You can also use spearmint if you don't have peppermint. Spearmint oil smells so, so good. That's what I'm diffusing back there right now. So next up is lavender. Lavender is known as the Swiss Army knife of oils. So lavender is calming and soothing to our emotions, yes, but also to our skin. So if you have sunburn, peppermint and lavender, I like to throw in a drop of frankincense. And then from there, you can add a little aloe vera gel if you have it. Shake it all up, spray yourself down wherever you've got sunburn, and you can also pop that one in your refrigerator. So that's a great little recipe called Sunburn Relief Spray. So lavender helps to calm and soothe your skin while peppermint offers a cooling feeling. Again, peppermint and lavender smell great together, so they're an awesome combo. And then lemon essential oil. We can use this one to lighten our hair. So shout out to anyone who ever used Sun-In. I know I was a little brat and I didn't listen when I was in grade school or early teens. I can't remember. And I totally used Sun-In and it totally turned my hair orange and I thought it looked awesome. And when I look at pictures now, I'm just like, ugh. You know, if I have a daughter someday, I hope she listens to me and doesn't use it. But she probably won't, right? Because I didn't listen to my mom. Anyway, that's a little side note. So lemon essential oil you can use to lighten up your hair. You can add a few drops to a bottle. Remember, we're always using a glass or metal spray bottle. And you can shake it up and spray it in your hair before you go out into the sun. Another note about our citrus oils, they can cause skin sensitivity in the sun, so you would not want the citrus oil applied to your skin when it's going to be exposed to the sun. It can cause almost like a sunburn reaction, and I really want to make sure that anyone that has these beautiful essential oils in their possession knows how to safely use them so that they help us, not cause us any, grief or trouble, right? Nobody needs that. So enjoying the outdoors. Our Deep Blue essential oil blend and the Deep Blue rub are great for muscle and joint support. So after long hikes, bike rides, days filled with lots of swimming, Deep Blue blend is going to be your friend. So we've got 2 different ways to use this soothing blend. We've got it in a 5 milliliter bottle. This is our 5 milliliter size. It's 83 drops of oil. And then any bottle that is our, 15 milliliter is going to be 250 drops of oil. So we've got our 83 drops of the Deep Blue Soothing Muscle Blend, or you can use Deep Blue Rub, which is the essential oil already diluted in an unscented lotion. So if you were listening earlier, you heard me say about how when we use our essential oils undiluted, we don't cover as large of an area as our body. When we use them already diluted in a lotion or a carrier oil, we can cover a larger area of our body without using up all of our oils so quickly. So this is usually always in my bag. Like if you see me and you want to try this, I have little samples, just ask me for one. It's really similar to like Tiger Balm, Icy Hot, BioFreeze, things like that. It has a similar effect where it's warming and cooling and it really soothes the muscles. So I'll usually hit a few spots I don't use this every day, but I definitely use it a few times a week. So I just put a little on my hands there. I don't know if you can really see it, but I like to hit the back of my neck and my shoulders because those are spots where I carry a lot of tension. So applying the Deep Blue there is great. A lot of people with arthritis really find a lot of relief from the Deep Blue rub or from the Deep Blue oil. My dad keeps this in a truck, in his truck, not a truck, right? He doesn't randomly go to other people's trucks and open the door and put Deep Blue in, although that would be like a really nice Good Samaritan thing to do. Anyway, he keeps it in his truck and he puts it on his hands after work. He's a general contractor. He's in his late 50s. Physically, he has worked this way his whole life, but you know, he's approaching that age where like he's starting to feel some aches and pains. And it's really cool that he's starting to use these things now, because in the beginning of me using these, he didn't really like get it. He didn't really understand you know, how beneficial they could be and how important they were for, you know, feeling good on a day-to-day basis. So he gets it now. So that's about the Deep Blue rub and the Deep Blue essential oil. If you use the actual Deep Blue oil, it's got an oil in it. It's a blend, but it's got an oil in it called Blue Tansy. So that's what makes it blue. All right, I'm gonna be all deep blued up now. So let's see. Protect yourself against bugs and ticks with the TerraShield Essential Oil Blend. This blend is full of fantastic oils that repel pesky bugs, and there are some other great repellent oils such as lemongrass, geranium, and cedarwood. So I can't live without the TerraShield Outdoor Blend Spray. This is always in my bag. It's also available in a 15 milliliter bottle. That would be for if you wanted to diffuse it like outdoors on a patio, or if you wanted to put it on your diffuser jewelry, which I've already mentioned. But the spray is just easy because you can throw it in your bag and go. I've had great success with this. I used it in Hawaii in the rainforest where everyone was getting attacked by crazy, I don't know if they were mosquitoes, but whatever they were, they really hurt and they were just everywhere. So I sprayed some of this on and I was good. And I've always got this with me. I'll spray some into my palm. I'll do like maybe 2 sprays, and then I'll rub it up my dog's spine before we go out for a hike. So you're supposed to rub the oils, use them very sparingly on your pet, but if you are using them, rub them up your pet's spine so that they're not just laying on top of their fur, but the oils are actually able to be absorbed into their skin. And there's a lot of specifics when you're using the oils with pets, so just reach out to me if you have a specific question. Don't go like dumping essential oils on your pets when you're done watching this video. Like I said, some of the other repellent oils are lemongrass, geranium, and cedarwood. So I grabbed those 3 just so you could see them. This is also a really wonderful smelling diffuser blend. So you could try like 2 drops lemongrass, 2 drops geranium, and 2 drops cedarwood. And that is a really beautiful blend, indoors or outdoors. Again, you would be diffusing the oils maybe outdoors, on like a patio that has, you know, electricity, or sometimes when people go on a picnic, they'll bring a battery powered diffuser with them and get a little diffuser going out, you know, wherever they're having their picnic, just so you're not getting attacked by the bugs, Mother Nature's finest, right? Let's see here. Okay, we've got the Breathe Blend. So the Breathe Blend is fantastic for respiratory support. This is our respiratory blend. If you go on a hike or a bike ride, you're going to want to use Breathe to open up your airways. So this blend has peppermint in it. It's also got lemon in it. It's got eucalyptus, everything to open up your airways. I like to rub a drop of Breathe onto my chest before I go for a bike ride or yoga or other form of exercise. And just remember, if you're outside, because this blend has lemon in it, you would want to make sure you're covering the area of your skin that you had applied the Breathe to. If you're not sure where to apply your oil to, the best place is the bottoms of the feet. So the largest pores in our whole bodies are on the bottoms of our feet, and also they're not going to be exposed to the sun, so you're really safe applying your oil there. I really love the Breathe Blend throat drops. So doTERRA has little bags of these throat drops. I think it's 30 in a bag. These are great for on the go, great for somebody who's curious about essential oils but maybe not ready to be applying them to their skin. These help a lot with allergies, with asthma, with folks that are coughing a lot when they have like a cold or virus or any type of throat stuff going on. These Breathe drops are key. Using Melaleuca. So Melaleuca is more commonly known as tea tree, and you can use it along with the lavender oil. So this dynamic duo here, Melaleuca and lavender, you can help ease discomfort from poison ivy, poison oak, or poison sumac. So you can apply a few drops of these to the area, or you could also do a spray bottle with your distilled or filtered water and a few drops of your Melaleuca and your lavender, and then spray the area down, of course, after you've gotten out of the shower and you've towel dried off and you've had a few minutes to kind of sit and let that area get really dried out. So Melaleuca tea tree is great. It's antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. I like to use it to spot treat any acne on my face. You can also add a drop of Melaleuca to every fingernail and toenail when you get out of the shower. It will kill any fungus that is going on if you've got any of that stuff, like if you're at the gym or anything. Or also, it's really great for just hardening and strengthening your nails. All right, I'm gonna keep going here. So travel. Always travel with your oils. I never leave home without them. I've always got my little toolkit with me. So the On Guard Essential Oil Blend is our protective blend. You can use it before, during, and after travel to boost immunity. So On Guard, the protective blend, is really awesome. It smells like fall in a bottle. It's got cinnamon, clove, wild orange. Let's see what else. Rosemary, eucalyptus. I think I said all the other ones. It smells really, really good, and it's also available in a throat drop. So when you're traveling, really great to have the throat drops just for easy travel. So I'll usually pop one of these in before I get into the plane or into the airport or onto a bus or into an Uber. And then I love the sanitizing mist. So the On Guard sanitizing mist, I use it as my hand sanitizer, and I also use it to spray down like a seat before I sit in it. I might spray like a door handle before I open it. I've been known to spray this shit like everywhere. So I've always got this in my purse as well. And then there are On Guard beadlets, which I don't have right now. So the On Guard beadlet, it's a 1/4 drop of essential oil in a veggie, it's not even a veggie capsule. It's just like a little tiny beadlet. It's like this teeny tiny little thing. And you can put that under your tongue, let it dissolve. You can just put it into your mouth and swallow it to take it internally, or you can put it into your mouth and pop it, and then it's going to act not only to boost your immunity, but it's also going to really make your breath smell good. So I use the On Guard a lot on my diffuser bracelet, especially if I'm going into a large group of people. It's the protective blend not only physically for our immunity, but it's the protective blend energetically. Let's see. Peppermint essential oil and peppermint beadlets offer a quick pick-me-up after long road trips or busy travel days. So I mentioned about peppermint being energizing. That's a great reason to use it if you're on a long trip, or if you like arrive from a long day of travel and then you have an engagement, when you get there. Like, you can't just go to your hotel room or go to your Airbnb and take a nap, but you have to kind of keep going a little longer. The peppermint beadlets or the peppermint oil are going to be your friends for that. The peppermint beadlets are also really great as a breath freshener or for digestive discomfort. So when we're traveling, a lot of the times we get an upset stomach because we're eating different foods, or we're eating really rich foods, or we're eating more food than we're used to. So the peppermint beadlets are good to have on hand for anything like that. A few more oils that are good for that: ginger, peppermint I already mentioned, and DigestZen, which is our digestive blend. These are great for motion sickness in cars or on amusement park rides. Let me just see here. So I just brought the DigestZen, the digestive blend, over to show you guys. So this is like a miracle worker. This oil helps people that don't believe that essential oils can help them to become believers, because there's an instant shift in how you physically feel. So you can apply this right onto your stomach. If you have really sensitive skin, apply it with a few drops of a carrier oil or an unscented lotion, or you could just put some on the bottoms of your feet. doTERRA also makes DigestZen soft gel capsules, so that if you really don't like the smell or really don't like the taste, you can still take the oil internally and get it into your system very quickly. If you're traveling in the car, you can use a car diffuser to keep everyone happy. So there are millions of car diffusers out there. You can hop on Amazon. doTERRA doesn't have a permanent one yet. They have one that they gave us as like a free special gift. So my hope is that that will be circulating as a regular product very soon. And then the last two oils we'll talk about here are Vetiver and Serenity. I thought I had Serenity out here, but I think I took it in my bedroom last night. So Vetiver is often known as like liquid, I think like liquid Valium, or liquid Xanax, or some kind of like medicine that knocks us out hard. Vetiver is like that. So it comes from a root, and Vetiver, like when you get it out of the bottle, I'm just gonna get a bottle out because I love Vetiver, love. It's really thick, right? So it's it takes a while to come out of the bottle. It's like a practice of patience, and when it comes out, it's like really, see, here it comes. It's really thick, and it really helps with sleep. It really helps with anxiety. It really helps me like in so many ways. I love this one. And because I don't have sensitive skin, I'm just gonna enjoy that for a moment. Because I don't have sensitive skin, I will apply the Vetiver right to the sides and the back of my neck and my throat. I do this a lot before bedtime. I do it if I'm having a lot of stress in my life. And then I'll rub it through my hair, just so that like when I go, outside and the wind blows my hair, I get that nice Vetiver scent. So Vetiver and Serenity are your go-to oils for sleeping. When we travel during the summer, when we go on vacation, it can be really, really challenging for people to sleep in a different environment, whether that's a hotel room or a family or friend's house or an Airbnb. Pack your oils and use them to help you get a good night's sleep, because when we sleep, our bodies heal. It's really important. And then when we sleep, I just find, the next day I'm in a better mood. And when you're on vacation and you're traveling, you want to be in a good mood. Most likely, or hopefully, you're traveling to go do something fun with people you love, or you're traveling or going somewhere on your own to explore a new place. So you want to be well rested so that you can not only stay healthy, but you can really be present to the experience you're having, and enjoy the company that you're with or the new friends you're making while you're out on the road. Oh yeah, and during long flights, right? So I get on the plane and within like 10 seconds I'm passed out cold. I'm very gifted that way. My ability to sleep is on point, but I know a lot of folks that have a really hard time getting on a long flight, falling asleep. So you would use Vetiver and Serenity for those flights. And there are Serenity soft gels too. So if you don't want to apply the oil or you need a little more, you would take one of those soft gels when you get on the plane. I'm just gonna go through this last bit real quick. This is about picnics, barbecues, and a few other fun tips. So you can add a drop of lavender essential oil to a glass of cold lemonade. It's so awesome, especially if you have lavender growing in your garden, and you can add a few little of those flower petals. My mom always gives me some of those from her garden, and I add the little lavender petals to the lemonade too. You can use lemon essential oil to clean the grill. Combine it with Castile soap and vinegar in a spray bottle, and you can clean your grill with that. Add a drop of spearmint essential oil to a glass of sun tea. So anything that you're doing, like the drop of lavender being added to your lemonade or the drop of spearmint being added to your glass of iced tea, you can also do with a whole pitcher. You'll probably still only need 1, 2, or 3 drops at the most. So I would start with 1 drop and then add more drops after you've taste tested it like a little bit goes a long, long way with these oils. They're very, very potent. Let's see what else we have. You can create marinades, dry rubs, salad dressings, and more using a variety of your oils. So some of the oils you can use for that: basil, black pepper, cumin, lime, lemon, rosemary, and oregano. Those are all really great options that you can use in your kitchen and for your picnics and barbecues. I love now, if I'm making guacamole and I don't have fresh lemon or fresh lime, to substitute my essential oils in. There's also the turmeric oil now. The turmeric oil is so awesome to add to recipes if you don't have the dried turmeric. And I've also heard that the essential oil we're more easily able to absorb. So it's got that, I think it's called co-curcumin, I hope I'm saying that right, in it, which is really good for inflammation. So adding some turmeric oil to your recipes is a great thing too. So you can add lime, cilantro, lemon to your homemade guacamole. And then we talked about using Digest Zen to ease stomach upset. So if you're at a picnic and you want to help other people, give them the Digest Zen. I've given it to many people and they're like skeptical, like they're like, oh, I don't know, my stomach really hurts, but I don't know if I want to try it. And then they like try it because they're desperate, right? And then a few seconds or a few minutes later, they're like, well, I don't know if it's the essential oil, but I suddenly feel better, right? And I just kind of laugh and I'm like, well, maybe it's the oil because your stomach really hurt for like 15 minutes and nothing changed but the oil. So maybe it's the oil, right? But I try not to be too pushy. I try to attract people to the oils through their experience and through sharing my own experience and stories other folks have had of success, rather than to be pushy, because no one likes to be pushed on. Let's see, what else? Yeah, so I just want to mention again about the citrus oils, not applying citrus oils to your skin when you're going to be out in the sun. So some of our citrus oils, lemon, lime, wild orange, grapefruit, and bergamot, and then any of the blends that have citrus oils. So you can still put them on the bottoms of your feet. You can still add them to your food or drink. You can still, how else would you use them? Like if you're putting the lemon spray in your hair, but just don't apply them to your skin, right? You can still diffuse them in your car diffuser or your home diffuser or your travel diffuser, just not applying those to your skin for the safety. I think that's it. Thank you for hanging in there. So I have some great recipes here that I can share with you if you're interested. I've got a bug spray, a tick repellent, a bug bite soother, Tranquil Travels roller, sunburn relief, foot soak. If you're interested in any of the recipes, just write in the comments below and let me know which one, and I'll post the recipe right there as a reply to you. The all natural hair detangler is my favorite. I'll share that one now. 8 ounces of distilled water, 1 teaspoon aloe vera gel, 1 to 2 drops glycerin, 5 drops of lavender, 5 drops of rosemary, and this is all going into an 8-ounce spray bottle. So you spray it onto your hair when it's wet, and then you brush your hair after. I've been using that every single day year round, not just in the summer. I love, love, love the smell. I love the smell of that one. If anyone is interested in becoming part of doTERRA, there's a couple different ways to become part. So one way is by buying yourself a wholesale package, which lasts for 1 year. You pay $35, and that gives you 25% off every single product that doTERRA offers for 1 year. So we can customize your first order, put it together, you and me together, and then it will ship to you directly from Salt Lake City, Utah. And there's different levels of shipping you can pick, but you could have your oils to you within a few days. It's a pretty quick process. So when you do that 25% off membership, what it is, like I said, is you get 25% off every product doTERRA offers for 1 year. You get unlimited mentoring from me, help and support from me, and then I also send out a fun little kind of welcome/care package in the mail just to welcome you to my team, because then you're considered part of my team. The other way to become part of the team is the wholesale kits that doTERRA has already put together. So there are a lot of kits doTERRA has put together at all different price points. that are the oils that we most commonly use, or the oils and products that we most commonly use. So doTERRA kind of took the guesswork and took the stress out of picking what you want for your first order by putting together these kits. So I'll post a link to the PDF of all the kits below. If anybody wants to look through them and you've got questions for me, just let me know. I'm happy to answer your questions. And then if you do end up starting with one of those kits that doTERRA has already put together for you, it waives the $35 fee. So you still get 25% off everything doTERRA offers for 1 year when you purchase that kit, but you don't pay the $35 fee because you already just became part of the team with the kit. Let's see. I'm just looking at my notes here one more time. I hope this was useful. I hope that this was of interest to you. And my plan is to be a little more consistent in sharing oil education here online. I was doing it in my home, but I decided to take the summer off. And since I took the summer off, I want to get on here live more. So I will be here live Wednesday, July 31st at 6:30 in the evening. I'll share another summer related topic with you, and if you can join me live, definitely do. But if you can't, you'll be able to watch the recording after, because this lives on Facebook, I think, forever and ever until the end of time, or at least until the end of Facebook, which I don't know if I'll see in my lifetime, but maybe. I think it will. I think it will happen. Anyway, it's a weird random thing to say, but social media, right? It's a tough beast. My favorite thing about social media is when I take a break from it on Saturdays. So I take a break from it every Saturday. I turn my phone off Friday night and I turn my phone back on Sunday morning. And that break is helping me learn boundaries, helping me learn balance, and helping me learn how to use social media for good, not for comparison or treating myself in a really negative way by just looking at what everyone else is doing and being like, man, why isn't my life that amazing, when I have a really beautiful, amazing, really blessed life. So I hope wherever you are, you're having a good day, and I will see you next time. Bye.